Woozuh here live, and I want him to.
Hey,
What's up, man? Let me switch over here. There he is.
there I am.
Welcome back to the Killstream, sir. Also, let me turn my virtual camera on. I didn't do that. Oh, and then also mute this song there. How you doing, man? It's been a while.
It's been 2 years.
I was about to say
more than 2 years.
it's been
I'm doing
yeah,
good, man. I'm glad to be here. I like you, and happy to be here. I am.
Well,
Thank you.
100%, man. And again, I saw you had come back. I think was it recent, right? Somebody told me about it, and I saw you on Twitter. We follow each other and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay. And they said you came back from your mission. Now I know you went on a mission. I know Kai Clips went on a mission too. Where did you go exactly on your mission, and what did that entail?
Yeah, so I went to Mesa, Arizona to serve a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, more commonly and improperly known as the Mormon Church. So that's entails turning off everything. No shows, no media, no music, no video games. It's basically plugged off my phone and went and preached for 2 years, which is, teaching the gospel of Jesus Christ, knocking on doors, preaching, just trying to meet people, anybody interested, and anybody that'll just talk to us. But it's a lot of volunteering also too. So I went to the homeless shelter, the food bank, had a lot of opportunities to meet people, make new friends, and also come closer to the Savior.
Well, that sounds like it was a very rewarding trip. Now, let me ask you a few basic bitch maybe questions, but like I like these type of questions though. What was your? It might be hard to answer, but like the most rewarding aspect out of all those you mentioned, or maybe one you didn't mention, just something that edified you, replenished you, or just was like so key to the experience.
The most ones was I got 2 big ones, but the Lord, just confirmed to me that all my things are true, like the gold plates and the Joseph Smith story. God, through his power, was able to make that known to me. And before I served my mission, it was something that I believed, I thought, but I still had, I don't know, could this be true? Could it not be true? And so to have that confirmed to me at the beginning made the whole thing worth it on its own. But I was still out there for the 2 years. And then there was this other experience on my mission where, because I'm a big no fap guy, and I'm trying to like just stay away from lust thoughts and thoughts about boobs and sex and just like keeping my mind pure, right? And even while you're trying to do that, avoid looking at that stuff,
Well, it's everywhere, dude. Like it's hard. Like it takes some real practice, and it can be better if you can focus focus on other things. I mean, use me as an example. You've seen ladies get me in trouble quite often, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But even if you're trying to avoid it, those thoughts are still gonna come to you, But on my mission, I had this moment, this experience where just like God took that all away. And so now it's like entirely my choice. So I haven't had any sexual thought whatsoever about anything since I got off that plane. And it's not like that's not there, or like I lost it or anything. It's just like God, it's sanctification, it's a cleansing that's taken place. And my people won't even believe me on that one, and I wouldn't even believe it myself if I didn't have that happen. But it's such a pure and like amazing thing. Now I can use that energy for other projects, other focuses, and it's not my mind running wild with these kind of wicked thoughts anymore. It's beautiful.
Well, I saw somebody in chat just now said they could hear it in your voice, just like your presence too. I mean, you're the same guy, but like you're sounding like it really was an amazing experience. You got the haircut. You look like Dolph Lundgren's son. He's about to go kill Apollo Creed or some shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You look good too, man. You look like you lost a lot of weight.
Thank you. I did lose 100 pounds, man.
100 pounds.
Yeah. Well, I had a lot
Congratulations,
to lose.
man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Yeah. When you saw me, I was thinking about I was telling him when we first met, he was just joking around with me, but I was like pissed. I don't even remember what he said. Oh, he poked me. He did the Pillsbury Doughboy, I think.
Pillsbury
Yeah,
Doughboy,
that's what
yeah.
it was. And I've laughed at like so many people doing that, but I was mad for some reason that day. And I thought he was fucking with me, but he was just he was just joking around. I was like, "What is your problem?"
Well, it's because I kept doing it, and the chat was kind of there, and like,
yeah.
it was also like I didn't know you, so
That
you
was.
didn't know if I was messing with you
Dude.
or anything.
Well,
and
I was like, "Is this guy trying to press me? Like, what's going on here?" But no, he was just fucking around. So
yeah.
But I remembered that because I was like, "Oh yeah, when did I first meet Woozuh? It was in Arizona. At Stop the Steal, and I remember it very well. And man, Stop the Steal season. All right, okay, let's get back to the mission, and we'll finish that segment up.
Awesome.
What was the hardest thing?
The hardest thing is just how long it is. It's long, and you know, most people go on their mission right when they graduate high school.
Yeah.
And so, how do I explain it? It was cringe. That's the hardest part. Just everybody's cringe all the time, and you're stuck with someone because you go 2 by 2. You got to witness and testify, so you need 2 witnesses. So I'm stuck with a missionary companion, and sometimes that mission companion isn't doing the things they're supposed to be doing, or could be doing things better. But just to be stuck around these people all the time, and it's like they took your boy for 2 years and boiled him in 1 million degrees of cringe. And now that I'm by myself, that's just gone, and that's like a nice thing. That's like taking off that 40-pound backpack, you know, that weight off your shoulders is good.
Well, if you're living with other people, I mean, it was by choice, right? Like you can leave technically, but yeah, probably not gonna do that, right? Like so, so it is by choice, but also not. Like you're just there. They tell you to live with these people. It's like okay, there's gonna be some problems just in that situation. When there's problems living with people by choice, like I think of the people I've lived with by choice and all the problems, much less like some people. I assume you might not have even did you know them before you went on the mission or?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's even crazy. Yeah, you didn't even know who they were.
You got to make it work.
Yeah, that's right. Like it's like figure it out.
I've had, you know, and I've lived with Baked, and I've lived with Paul Town, and even if it's someone you like, if you're around them for too much, you start to hate them.
Yeah, dude.
And so
it could be someone you even love. Let me just put it that way. And or they could love you and get in your shit too. So and 2 years is a good amount of time. I did 8 months in jail, so I always talk about that. Yeah, you didn't know that? I think you might be.
I knew you went to jail. I didn't. I mean,
not since we talked.
That's a long time, man.
Yeah, well, I read a lot of books. I lost 100 pounds then too, but I gained it back. This time, I've kept it off. Now, okay, all right.
Hey, good for you, man.
Well, thank you. So what else have you, before we get to the Charlie Kirk stuff, what else have you been up to just since you got out? Let's finish that up. I guess that'll be a way to finish it up. Like, did you hit the ground running or what's going on?
Oh, man. Well, I'm a real special guy. Like, I joined the church on my own after high school, and then, you know, did the stuff with streaming for a couple years and that kind of thing. And most people, you're in this, you're born into this, and there's that kind of expectation that you're going to go when you graduate. And so I'm a little older, and took me a while to figure out that this is what I needed to do. And when I figured that out, I put all of my belongings into my car and parked it in front of a friend's parents' house for 2 years. Dang. And he said he would like move it around and keep it running.
No, he didn't, did he?
No, he didn't.
I saw that. So,
yeah, that's been an adjustment. And like I figured I'm just going to put everything away. 2 years. It's 2 years. I'm going to do that. I don't have to worry about that. And I also paid for my mission on my own, which like the church pays for most of the stuff, like your food, your housing, and that kind of stuff. They have you pay into it $400 a month. So there's some financial commitment on both ends, which nobody does. Nobody pays for their own mission. Nobody just sets everything aside. Nobody joins this thing and then goes on a mission. Like, I'm very particular and specific, and like I'm a special guy is what I'm saying. And so to answer your question is coming back to, okay, I don't know where I'm going to live. It's been 2 years, so my followers are all kind of where'd they go, and now these people hate these people, and all my friends hate each other on all the streamers, and but then and also getting my car running. It hasn't been started in 2 years. Luckily, all it needed was a battery.
Sick.
But yeah, that's been an adjustment because you get off that plane and it's like, okay, where are you gonna live? Where are you gonna work? How are you gonna get your car running? Insurance, ID, all this stuff, and people just want you to figure out everything all at once. And that was that was like the worst thing in the world
It's a
to
little
come.
overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm just like sitting in the basement, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a loser. I am a loser. Like,
It's
what did I
really
do?
now he went, on a religious, experience basically, right? Like a journey.
Yeah, a mission.
Yeah, mission. That's yes, that's the word. I
Mhm.
went to a state-sponsored vacation, is what I called it. It was jail, as I mentioned, and it's similar though, right? Like, it wasn't as long as 8 months, but life doesn't stop while you're in that world, and everything's going on. All these relationships are changing, like you said, and
Mhm.
you're not a part of it. And every once in a while, someone will say, "Hey, I wonder what Woozuh's up to. I haven't heard from him in a while." Oh yeah, he's gone. Well, we'll see him whenever, because it's always out of sight, out of mind. Unfortunately, for the most part, But good to have you here. Glad it was only a battery. I knew that guy would not. That sounds like me. Yeah, I'll start it. I'll start it every month. I'll go out there and start it every week, maybe even. Don't worry about that. And then it's like 3 months I haven't done it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do it. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. He's not here anyway. There's nobody to like check on you.
It
All
is
right.
what it is.
Now what?
Yeah,
Oh, go. Sorry. Go
it's
ahead.
it's gonna need some work, but it's nothing I can't do on my own. It's brakes,
Yeah.
it's fuel line, and odometer. It's little things, but
Yeah, me too. I just
I mean,
crawl right up under
every
the
car
car.
needs
Yeah.
work. It's
I do all my own automotive
Yeah.
work. Rebuild engines and stuff like that, and stuff like. I don't want to brag, but now what? What about Charlie Kirk? Obviously, we've been talking about Charlie Kirk for over a week straight now. But let's start. First off? What's your background knowledge of Charlie Kirk? I know that you have some. And what gave you the idea to go there?
Well, if I could just go back a little bit,
Sure.
I mean, I got off that plane from my mission and just like being gone for 2 years and just like you want to be pure, you want to be Christ-like, you want to be loved. And so just every movie I turn on a movie, it just sucks. Every show, every like I don't even want to listen to music. Just like everything's awful. And I just felt like everything is so awful right now. I don't want to watch streams. I don't want to go on Twitter. I don't want to do anything. Um, and so why do I say that? I just felt like everything is awful, and I'm kind of special and unique in saying that. I feel like I bring that up, and the other missionaries don't really relate to me all the way on that one. And so that's what I'm going through. And then for Charlie to get shot on top of that is like, okay, what the flip is going on?
Yeah.
But,
that was my exact. What the flip was going on? I think that's what I
Yeah.
said live on air. What in the flip? What is going on
yeah,
right now?
what in the flip is going on, man?
These flipping flips, like I'm shocked. Okay, now,
Yeah, I can answer the question.
yeah. What gave you the idea though? Like,
So I actually went to that school, Utah Valley University.
what?
Yeah, and
Okay, that makes
so
more sense.
years and years ago, he came and did an event called Campus Clash,
Yeah, I remember that.
where it was him and Candace Owens. And my whole entire purpose and meaning and thing in life is I want to meet the president. And so when I saw Charlie, I kind of looked up who that was and if he met the president. And yeah, he's in the White House. He's being retweeted. So that's I actually posted that clip on my Instagram, but I went in the question line and said, like, how do I do this? You met the president. How do I do it? And Charlie, he gave this real good answer. Like, why would the president want to meet you? You gotta like work hard and like make yourself, the guy that President Trump would want to meet and that he should meet, right? And just working hard and having hard work and just this kind of good answer. But then at the end of it, when people were clapping and it was wrapping up my question, he said, "God bless you, man." And
Nah.
no, and he said, "If there's anything that I can do to help you, I will." That's what he said.
Wow. Now, did he mean it though? Like, I know he's a saint. He's a once in 100-year talent, is what Netanyahu said earlier. Now, he was talented. I'm not
he's a martyr. He's perfect.
Yeah, well, look, I'm not even trashing him. I always had respect for him, but like, come on, man. This guy's like Napoleon Bonaparte and Augustus Caesar and fucking Robert E. Lee rolled into one. I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't even say that. They might come after me. I don't know. It's not even attacking him, but. Okay, so he said he would do anything for you. He would help you, anything you need.
Yeah, anything in my power. And part of the business of Turning Point USA is peddling access to the president.
Yes.
So a few months after I was in the line, I asked the question. There was an event called the Teen Student Action Summit in Washington, D.C. in 2019. And I saw this and I said, okay, this is a Turning Point event. The president will be speaking. Charlie said he'll do anything he can to help me. So I fly out there, and I'm not bringing up old beef or nothing like that. I'm just saying, here's my story. Because he, but so it's like a $600 flight. I fly out there. I'm in the lobby at the Marriott Marquis in Washington, D.C. And I don't know how I'm going to do this. I have like a little piece of paper, like my name is Jared Noble. Charlie said he would help me meet the president. Here's my phone number. Here's my email. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll find like a staff or someone that could get me to Charlie. And then while I'm in the lobby, I see this big, tall guy, and he walks by. And
he was tall.
And it's him. It's him. It's Charlie, right?
Yeah. He's pretty distinct where he was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, you know who that is.
Yeah,
when you see him.
You're not mistaken him. Yeah.
And so I say, Charlie, and he turns around. And I'm like, hey, like a couple months ago, you said if there's anything I can do to help you, like I will. And so here I am, And Charlie says, well, I wonder if I should include this.
He's dead now.
He's dead. I don't want to include it. I'll just make it quick.
No,
That thing about his smile
Anonymous
is like,
$3. Woozuh, did you ever play the games via
all right, hold on.
or furry shades of gay 3?
We'll ask him that in a second. I mean, you don't have to be mean to him or anything, but like report it accurately though, because there's some people getting. Anyway, go ahead.
This is who he was. His smile is startling in person.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about those memes. So when I saw it, I was a little startled because he's got his gums,
Yeah.
That's all. That's not a mean thing to say. That's just how it is.
It's just objective reality. Like
that's an observation.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
I'm not saying that to be mean to him.
I don't think it hurt him.
It
didn't hurt his career any. The guy was filthy fucking rich and started the biggest grassroots organization in the country, I think. Yeah, it didn't exactly hurt him any. But yeah, there's some memes out there with like where his gums are like the whole size of his head or whatever and shit like that. Yeah, I know it should. It's not cool. It's not cool. I feel bad about laughing. I'm so terrible. I've been saying 12 Hail Marys and 3 Apostles' Creeds every night about this because I'm just tortured by it. But anyway, okay. So what did he say?
Yeah, so I'm in this lobby and I'm trying to, hey, you said this, and so can you, right? But I'm a little awkward with what I'm saying and probably could have been more assertive, but he says, the doors open at 7. You can get in line early, and maybe the president will call you up on stage, which was an answer that I was disappointed in. So I'm like, oh, come on, man. And he says, dude, there's 3,000 kids here, and they all want to meet the president. And, that was pretty much it. And so I just felt kind of betrayed by that. Like, he could have done it. And he said he would do it, and then he didn't do it. And so I've always carried this kind of resentment against him for that.
It would have been really, well, he's gone now, but like it would have been really easy for him to do that. 30 seconds, 60 seconds with the president, whatever.
Yeah, and I didn't want a meeting. I just wanted a handshake and a hello. I didn't even want a picture or nothing. And it's definitely in his power to just be like, all right, write your real name and your birthday, and don't tell anyone or it's not going to happen.
Well,
and that could have been a real easy thing. And he didn't even have to do any of that. He could have just handed that to whoever's his handler or in charge. And
yeah, that's what just said, hey, just let him shake the president's hand or whatever.
Yeah, and there were other students that were called up on stage for that event that got to shake his hand, and it was a real quick thing.
So
But,
I'll say
not,
this.
I don't know.
This goes to what I said earlier. So Charlie Kirk, I know he's
Mhm.
Saint Charlie and all this stuff now, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing. This is not an attack. His job was as a commentator, live event guy, and more importantly was a community organizer, whatever the fuck you want to call it, political organizer. TPUSA, that was his cash cow in these fucking conferences and all. He's tied in with all these politicos.
And the books.
Yeah, the books and all this stuff. It's a whole diversified. What do they call it? I don't know. It's diversified.
Operation.
Yeah, but there's something parallel, something I can't remember the name. But it's because of that, he has a real had a real habit about hey, just make him happy, right? Unless you were just like outright super hostile toward him, that's his nature. Or what like I said, was where he's trying to make you feel happy about the interaction and don't feel bad about old Charlie. And so he may say something that he probably never thought he would see you again, right? He's like, just this kid, sorry, I can't get to his question or don't want to. And all right, anything you need, look me up and I'll let you know. And, he just said that. And then you showed up and he's like, these kids, he's probably got a bunch of money from their parents and all this shit. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I'll see what I can do. So I'm not saying that makes him a bad guy, but all these people have these different interactions with him, or they're different sides of his own thought process, right? On Israel and some of this other stuff, where Candace Owens like, well, he told me this, and Tucker said, he told me that, and this pro-Israeli guy's like, well, he always told me he loved Israel and loved the Jews, but he had a couple of little issues, right? Like, well, yeah, because you're a Jew with a lot of money, and Candace Owens is railing against the Jews, so when he's like, yeah, I don't know, these Jews these days, right? Like he's trying to, like it's in regular life, like. You have certain, it's not that you're necessarily fake, but you're talking to a different audience. You're talking to a different person.
You got people you got to please.
Yeah. You're trying to make them feel bad. That's
his
regular
business.
Yeah, exactly. And his money was based on it too. Anyway, I'll point that out again. But, okay. So you had a long-standing grudge against Charlie Kirk. This is crazy. I didn't even remember. I think I heard some of this before sometime or somehow. Maybe not. I don't know. But I had no idea that this was the journey we were taking when we started this story, because you had a long time grudge, and I'm not trying to be graphic, but you showed up to the fucking event where he got his head down there blown up. It's like, whoa,
why,
dude, it's fucked up. Oh
my goodness.
Did you? Well, just tell me what happened at the event, and then I'll ask some questions.
Yeah, and it's not like I was entitled to meet the president, but it was more like he said this, so I thought he could do it, and I didn't expect. I don't know. I don't know if it was it or not, but either way. So Trump speaks. I do get in line early. Didn't get called up on stage, but while President Trump is speaking during his speech, he says something about the media and the polls, and Trump says, "With all that's going on, could you imagine where my polls would be if we just had a fair media?" And so I shouted out 100%. And Trump, he's like, "Oh, he goes 100%. That's funny. Who said that? Stand up." And I stood up, and Trump was like, "Thank you. And that's really funny. And I like your long hair." And he salutes me, gives me a salute, which if there's any military guys, I know you got military guys in the chat. That's a big deal for a civilian to be saluted by the commander in chief. Like that's a real big thing.
I don't think that happens very often.
Doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not supposed to happen really. And that's honestly maybe even cooler. He's fucking giving you a salute, the commander in chief.
Yeah. So I thought I was going to get called up on stage and meet him that way, but nah, just kept going with his speech. I sat down. I stood up a little too long, and the Secret Service kind of looked at me like that, but
like, hey, you're gonna sit down, pal. Like, we're about to have to tackle you.
Yeah,
too bad those weren't the guards.
That's all it was.
Too bad those weren't the guards on duty in Butler, Pennsylvania. Okay, so you went to Utah Valley University, I believe, UVU, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and you had experience with the campus. You'd been there before. And okay, so what was the event like? And lead us in. Just tell us what you saw there. Especially the, big happening there, but just when you walked in and your journey through.
Well, I got a couple more things if I could keep it
Sure, yeah,
going.
you can keep it going. Yeah.
Well, this was, I mean, I don't know where you stand on this, but it doesn't matter. This is my story.
That's right. Yeah, that's
So,
right.
so a couple months after that whole thing with Charlie was October 2019, and I saw on a vending machine at my school, UVU, "It's okay to be white." And I thought, oh, that's cool. Like, you know that meme, right?
Yes.
And so I hadn't been on poll in a long time because they're always just posting black men with white women and saying white men can't compete, and it's all the CIA and it's totally taken over. But when I saw that sign on that vending machine, I was going to check it out and see, oh, are the liberals triggered and what's the reaction? And I didn't find anything really about that, but it was at the same time that the Groyper War was going on. And here these guys are asking Charlie Kirk real questions about immigration and about Israel. And I'm just loving this whole thing. And I'll make this part quick, but
Sure.
so that's how I became a real follower of Nick Fuentes, was from that, because I, hated this guy Charlie Kirk, and here he is getting what's coming to him. Hopefully that doesn't get taken out of context.
Whoa.
What I mean was when he's being debated against from the right, and they're calling out his views on immigration and that kind of thing, and I just thought that was cool. So that's how I became a follower of all that. That's kind of it. So then there was this other event in Arizona, because I've interacted him. I've asked him the question. I shook his hand at the event, and then a couple years after that was at Turning Point headquarters, when I went to an event that Charlie was doing with Alex Marlowe.
Oh yeah, isn't that the editor for Breitbart?
Yeah. And so it was like a book event. It was just old people there too. But I got in the question line for that with my Make America Great Again hat, and I pressed Charlie Kirk about, he used to say the thing about staple the green cards to the diplomas, and Nick was calling him out for it, and he called him a white supremacist. But then he changed his position, and there was no reconciliation made there. So my question was, are you going to apologize to Nick Fuentes because you called him a racist and a white supremacist, but now you have this position? And
he picked up a lot of Nick's,
dragged.
He picked up a lot of Nick's rhetoric. That's what he did.
Yeah, he did.
So the Groyper War, he was getting absolutely slaughtered, and it was just everybody was enjoying too, pretty much, right? Like it was all over the internet, and I covered the fuck out of it. But what he did over the next 2 or 3 years, but like he kind of just picked all the parts he could stand from Fuentes's, which was a lot, from Fuentes's talking points, and never acknowledged that. Didn't have any type of mea culpa, or maybe maybe I was a little too hard on Nick, or he didn't even have to like necessarily fully apologize, but he just adopted a lot of the rhetoric and incorporated it into what he was doing.
Well, he's taking the positions that he called him a white supremacist for having, and it's like, that's the worst thing you can call someone, man.
Oh, that's terrible. And
so I went to Turning Point headquarters and called him out for it, and then I got dragged out. But it was a whole thing. It was funny. But it all stands from that. It's like he said he would help me with this, and then didn't. And
I've had a lot pettier grudges than that, dude. Are you
held that against him?
Yeah. I've gone to war over the pettiest shit you can imagine. So
yeah.
So I'm not bragging on that's a mistake, but I'm just saying, if the guy, I thought he was going to help me meet the president. He said he would. He said he would do anything, and he can completely do it. I would be pissed.
Anything. He has the power, man. What
I would say karma kind of got your back in the end, though.
No.
I'm just kidding.
It's not that big a deal.
I'm just kidding. Well, the reason I made that joke though is, did you see the shot? I guess I'll say.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Okay. All right. We don't want to spoil it because it's crazy that you had this.
Well, I'll go back to your question before that I got off track, which is what was I leading up to with that? Is like, I'm an IRL streamer.
Yeah.
And I still have this beef with him. And so I made a sign, and there's a picture of me holding the sign on the Daily Caller, but it just says, Charlie Kirk is a coward, a cuck, and a liar. And so I figured I'm going to go to this event. I'm going to stream it. And then maybe this was like in the back of my mind, maybe, but probably not kind of thing, which is maybe Charlie will see my sign, have me come up, ask me about it, and then I can like discuss it with him and we can resolve our beef. So I took my sign, went to the school.
I'm thinking that didn't happen, but go ahead. Go ahead.
I go up there and I have my red "Make America Great Again" hat on too while I'm holding this sign. I go up. Now we're kind of describing where I was, but I'm up there with the protesters, and I'm standing next to the African American student holding the LGBTQ pride flag, holding this sign and wearing this red hat. And I'm just up there getting booed, and it's fun. It's part of the show, right? There's protesters, and you debate with them, and it's your free speech, and it's campus, and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
that's where I was. Yeah.
Well, that's what these events are supposed to be. Like I'm a big believer in free speech on campus, free speech everywhere, but particularly on campus. You're supposed to have controversial people on campuses. You're supposed to push people's beliefs in either direction. Like I've went and seen people I didn't agree with, and that's part of the whole thing. And maybe I did talk some shit. Yeah, maybe I asked a nasty question or whatever, or a pointed question. That's the whole point. That's why one of the main reasons to go to college actually is to be pushed on your beliefs. Now that gets into indoctrination territory sometimes, and well, we could talk about that too. But that is one of the ideas. Expand your mind a little bit, even if you don't change your beliefs. Be pushed a little bit on it. So, okay, continue. What about the day of event, or do you have another little prequel here?
No, I don't have to. I don't have anything else. This is what
no, I'm glad you went through all that, by the way, because I didn't even know about it. I would have asked you about it off the rip. But okay. So the day of.
Yeah.
Walk us through that.
Yeah, so there's thousands of people at this thing. I go up there, and my place is so that tent that he was in, there's above it this hallway. It's a corridor. It's part of the school. And then on the top of that corridor, it's like a walkway. It's paved. There's stairs. You can get up there. I used to skate on there all the time. And there's like this hallway, this corridor, this walkway. The middle part of it is blocked off with police tape, and because they don't want people dropping bricks or soda cans on his head, and there's like security making sure that people don't go right there. So I got as close to where I could get. I'm up there. I'm holding my sign next to the pride flag, and my stream is not working. My phone's too hot, and that school has bad connection, and there's a lot of people.
They're using the signal. If people don't know, who have done IRL streaming, if you're in a place with a lot of cell phones, depending on your carrier or how many of each carrier is there, it can wipe shit out. I was at the million MAGA march, the one right after in November, the first big Stop the Steal rally, and almost everybody else's phone went down. But I had T-Mobile, and there weren't that many T-Mobiles, so I was able to stream.
Okay. Yeah, I had T-Mobile too. That's fine.
That's why you're probably able to stream that day. Yeah, most people got knocked out because they had Verizon. Verizon was dead. Anyway, this is one of the problems you have to deal with. And the hot phone that kept getting me in Atlanta and Stop the Steal. Oh my God, in DC too all the time. But okay, so you're having tech issues.
Yeah, and I just was gonna be there to protest and kind of have fun, and so I had to end the stream. And then Charlie comes.
Is that why it ended? Hold on, wait. Let me stop, because I turned on your stream after I found out you were there, and I was like, I don't like seeing people killed in reality. I know I talk wild and stuff on the show. I don't like seeing people die. And if I have to see it for a story, like I did have to see it that day, but I've only seen it twice. That first time, and then, well, actually 3 times. So the long view, the up close, because somebody's like, Ralph, you're not getting the picture here. This guy is gone. And then accidentally Wayne Lambright was showing it on his stream, and I saw it again. So I've only seen it 3 times. I'm sure people seen it 300 times. But I turned on your stream because it's like, well, I'm doing my due diligence. This might be new info people haven't seen, right? Like I was like, okay, it's a new angle, new whatever. And it must have cut off very soon before shooting commenced.
Or how long? I think about 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's better.
Because I think I ended it before Charlie even came out.
Yeah, he wasn't out there yet. But you could tell by the scene, and the whole thing wasn't filled up yet, but it was like getting there. And it looked like it was about ready to start. So okay, so your stream's off. You just, it's a campus. You went to school there. You know the place. You're comfortable, right? And
Yeah, I'm just up there getting to know the protesters and talking to them because it's Utah. So I just got back from my mission. I'm trying to see where people are at. I'm asking people like, so did you grow up in the church? That's the main one. And people, fall away or they're rebelling against their parents or whatever it is. And so I didn't feel like I was unsafe when I was standing up there, even though I'm with these leftists, these Antifa, these blue hairs. Um, so I'm just really just chilling there, holding my sign up and trying to make sure everyone sees it. And just while I'm up there, I'm thinking, like, so it's been like Charlie Kirk was already debating people. It's been about 20 minutes and it was supposed to be a 2-hour thing. And I'm up there thinking, like, am I really going to stand up here? Like, it's hot. I can't stream. This is boring. Am I really going to be here for this whole 2 hours? And then you just hear shots. Like, that's how it went, man. And I heard multiple shots. I don't know if I'm the only one reporting that.
I've not heard that before. Now
Okay.
I might have missed it, but they keep repeating single shot. Now I tell you, first off, there could have been multiple shots, obviously, and maybe even likely was. But I don't know the acoustics of that area. But looking at it, you can also hear multiple shots too, based on like acoustics and stuff like that. But I tend to think there may have actually been multiple shots. But you're an eyewitness to the event, right? So
Yeah.
I wasn't there. But that's how it goes, though. Really, like you're like looking and like, okay, here's Charlie Kirk. I'm sitting here. Maybe I'm gonna leave, vamp out. And it's like at a baseball game or a live sporting. You're not paying attention, like usually.
Yeah.
100% of the time, you're like, okay, what am I gonna do? And then Charlie Kirk gets assassinated live there. Now, what was the scene like after the shooting?
Well, I heard it was like bang, bang, bang. It didn't sound like it
Really?
was one shot. And so I thought there was someone like actively like a massacre
Yeah, get
taking
down.
place.
Yeah.
If it was just one shot, it would have just been like bang,
Bam.
and then you look down there, oh, what happened? But no, I heard multiple shots. So at first I started, I looked down there and I see just like it's like 8 or 10 inches in diameter, just of red circle right beneath his neckline.
Fuck.
And he came there with a white shirt.
Yeah, no.
So I looked down there and it's red, and I'm like, oh, they just killed him. And and then I kind of run away about 30 or 40 feet, but the shots have stopped and they got the guy. So I'm a streamer, so I try to go live, and of course the connection doesn't work, and it's stupid and everything and whatever. And then while I'm leaving, this old guy, all MAGA gear, everything, he says, "You see what you just caused?"
What?
What the hell? What the hell kind of nasty thing is that to say to someone? Like, I did not pull the gun on this guy, dude. Like,
yeah, look, Charlie Kirk was a big guy, big boy, whatever the fuck.
but one more. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I mean, he didn't deserve to get killed. I'm not saying that, but like he threw barbs. People threw barbs at him. That's part of the gig.
From where I was standing, it sounded like the shots came from beneath where I was. It didn't sound like it was something from far away. That's the other thing I want to mention. So when it happened, I first thought like someone ran up on him with a handgun and shot him multiple times.
When I heard about it, I thought maybe I didn't really think sniper. I guess I should have, since
I didn't either.
But
no, because I didn't look up
when
I heard the shots. I looked down because that's where I heard the sound coming from. And I heard multiple shots.
And also, you heard me go, and not to be crass or anything, but as a streamer, and you're there with like the story of the fucking decade.
Yeah.
And we've had some serious talks about Charlie on here, and I didn't really have anything against him. I disagreed with him on some stuff. We had fun making fun of him here or there, but I didn't have like a super feud with him or anything. But it's sad, but also it's sad he was there for that event and like shit is popping off. Literally, maybe I shouldn't use that term, but the biggest story that we've seen all year for sure, but for a while, and no connection. Streamer problems, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot to say with that one. I'll say this. it's weird. Like, obviously, you're gonna be shook, and this one probably won't make sense to the audience here, but when that happened, I just knew, like, God put me there, and I it's like I was meant to be there, and I knew
Yeah.
that I was right where I was supposed to be, and like, there's like what are the odds I was there? It's 100% because there's no way I could have avoided it. And like, that's a real deep thought. But the other thing is, like, I'm holding this sign. I'm holding this sign. A coward, a cuck, and a liar. And then he
Dude,
gets
that
a
is
bullet through his neck, and I was just like, oh, I didn't mean it like that, man. It's not that serious. Like, it's not that big a deal, you know. But yeah, I'm Charlie Kirk's last protester.
oh, dude. That's well, some people ruin it for everybody. I guess I shouldn't say it like that, but you know, this psychopath, he's banging trannies or whatever. He's got to go out and spread love by killing people, or allegedly, if you believe the story, whatever. That's the tale they've given us. Who knows? But
Yeah.
and you're talking
Yeah.
shit. Like, this
Oh.
is part of the game. People talking shit about each other.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is. Like, I don't know.
It's part of the fun, part of the
like,
show.
It's like pro wrestling. It's like
He
if
invites these people there. He
yeah.
says, "Come, protest me. What do you got?"
Yeah, it's like it has that pro wrestling aspect. It's like if somebody in the middle of a pro wrestling match pulled out a knife and slit the other guy's throat or some shit. You're like, what the fuck? Like, what's your problem, bro? Like,
Yeah, what the-
hold up, man. We were whoa, this is I didn't see Stone Cold do that one. Like, holy fuck, chill, man. Right? And so this guy, if it's who did
Good way
it,
to put
like,
it.
yeah, I do feel bad about that too. Now, even a couple of the jokes, and I do still feel sad about Charlie Kirk getting assassinated, but also this code of reverence that's going out there, which sure revere him, but like, man, he was a guy like anybody else. He was not divine, and I'm certainly not divine. I'm not making that case, but some of this is it's a little chilling.
That's how I first felt when I started seeing stuff. I just was like, "Wow, so he's a martyr now." Like,
Yeah.
when it just happened and he was already a martyr, I was like, "Man, but this guy," and oh man, like, really? But no, that's what it is. You don't get to be perfect unless you're dead or you're a god, and he's dead, so now he's perfect, which that's
And
fine.
he
That's just
died.
how
Yeah,
it
he
is.
died
That's
right at
fine.
the right age. To be honest, not I mean for his family and his life experience and all that stuff, but in terms of being like this is people written about this. In terms of being like a cultural icon, a flashpoint. If you die between like 25 and 35, especially 25 to like early 30s, like 32, 33, it's easier because um, that's your prime usually, right? And so these artists, Janis Joplin, Hendrix, Tupac, Biggie, all these people died in that zone. James Dean. There's a bunch of examples of people who died fairly young, and that's the image. There's no pictures of them old, right? There's not 50 years of fucking public life mistakes, right? Like it's just the prime time deal there,
Okay.
and so that's what we're seeing a little bit with
Okay.
Charlie. Now, what have you thought of the coverage since then?
That's
like
been more shaking, I feel like,
yeah.
than
Did
the
Charlie Kirk get
actual
killed? Yeah.
than actually seeing him get killed. It's like, okay, here's this thing that I was at, and now it's everything on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. You turn and it's just everything. It's everywhere, and everybody wants to make their dime off of this. Oh, I normally don't get political. I normally
Yeah.
don't say political stuff, but that's messed up that he got shot for being free speech. Like, okay, cool. That's like whatever, man. Like, yeah, I agree. Killing people's bad.
Wow,
It's like
revolutionary take. Yeah.
it's everywhere. This thing that I was at, I saw him get shot and killed, and I cannot get away from it. I cannot escape
It
it.
is
I turn off my phone and I go for a walk, and all the flags are down, and it's like, oh my gosh, there's no getting away from this thing. Like, I was there. I'm shook. Like, they shot this man, and so that's been more shaking than actually being there, I would say.
And when you tell the whole story, it was almost like it was your. Of course, we didn't want him to die, but it was like it was almost like you were fated to be there a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, you speak on that, and I don't know if people realize. I think some of the people in our chat and viewers on replay and stuff do. The country's like, it's just gonna take one big, and that was a pretty big one there. to kind of set shit off, and you see all these warring factions, and nobody believes anything. Anytime I even halfway believe something, I always qualify it. I'm like, I don't know, could be bullshit, right? That's not a good thing. And it's kind of shown a little bit the last week and a half. The fraying of the social fabric, I would say.
So what's the question?
I don't know. That was just a statement, really.
Okay.
But what do you think happened there on that day? Do you believe the official story? There's a question.
I don't think we'll ever know. Like, if they got him or if they didn't get him, like, how can you prove that, you know? I don't know.
You can't.
Like,
That's the thing. Yeah.
We're going to believe what we're going to believe, and we'll find out in the end, but we'll just never know. And that's a real tricky thing.
That's one thing. We will find out at the end.
Okay.
That's for sure. We're going to find out a lot at the end. And, you know, Charlie Kirk, not even making a joke, already has those answers, and we'll all have them one day. Now, I'm trying to think, is there anything I left out from the Kirk stuff, or something that you wanted to say throughout all that you didn't get to say? It was an epic story, too, by the way. I mean,
I don't know.
epic.
He got shot.
Not good epic.
He got shot, and like while we're evacuating, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with this sign? I was worried that like someone would recognize me with my sign and my hat and the clothes I was wearing. Like, you were there protesting, and that, like, that's what I was worried about. So yeah, I threw away the sign, got on my skateboard, and dipped out of there, and just tried to go live as quick as I could. And that's what you saw, is I was able to stream for 30 minutes before the connection cut out, because it was like terrible. It was awful. Everybody's running away, trying to post on Instagram, trying to call their dad. So as far as the connection was bad in the first place, now it's like really bad. And so I had to get like 1.5 miles away before I could even stream. And even then I could only stream for 30 minutes before it cut out.
Well, that's that was a smart thinking, actually, throwing down the sign. People were really, they only got more pissed, but it wouldn't be out of the question for somebody to see that in really red Utah and pull out the York and fire off a couple of shots. So
Maybe.
I mean, they probably wouldn't, but I mean, I would drop the sign too. The motherfucker just got shot. Like, put that sign down. It's like holding a target here. Like, I'll go ahead and drop that. I'm trying to think what other questions I have here. I guess thoughts about Charlie Kirk's life.
Charlie Kirk's life. He's a legacy, a legend. He was a kind man. He never yelled at his kids. He never yelled at his wife. He never even made a mad face. And he helped people. That's all he wanted to do, was help people. People that knew Charlie, anybody that knew Charlie knew that he was like obsessed with helping people. Like, you would be watching the Super Bowl with him and like, oh, did you see that touchdown? And Charlie would be like, yeah, that's cool. How can we help more people? How can Turning Point help more people? And that's just the kind of guy that Charlie was. Never would shut up about helping people, because that's the kindness and the caring and the compassionate and the Christ-like love that he had in his heart. And he's a legend. And
he is kind of a legend now, to be fair. But yeah, go ahead.
No, that's all I got.
No, you nailed it.
The whole bit.
You nailed it 100%. And I had a bit that I was going to play on to that at all. I have something about he wouldn't even look at a big ass right in front of him. He wouldn't even. I was going to do the whole Pacino thing. There's a little taste of it, so I still threw it in there. Even a big ass in front of him in the grocery line, he wouldn't even take a glimpse. He's like, Woozuh, he'd done that years ago. At least 10 years ago, he totally divested himself. He could flip the switch anytime he wants and indulge in the sexual thoughts, right? But he never would, unless it was with his wife, missionary behind closed doors. Now, yeah, I think we hit it. I'm looking through here. We were going to talk about the mission. We were going to talk about Charlie Kirk, and the Charlie Kirk thing ended up being longer than I thought, because it was like a long and winding road there. But you're streaming on Kick these days.
Yep, I'm on kick.com/Woozuh, trying to do full-time IRL. But that's getting a little stale here in Utah. There's not a lot to do. Yeah. So I'm mixing it up with the gaming and the desktop and that kind of stuff. Things are just getting started, so I'll be traveling, moving around, meeting up with people, collabs, interviews, podcasts. I'm just trying to get myself out there, you know. So yeah, I'm
What
just
is
trying
that
to
kick
shout
channel?
out my
Oh,
kick channel.
yeah, hold on.
What?
I was gonna.
Adol Wolf sent $2
Like, what's the
on
channel?
Rumble.
Hold on.
Happy National Cheeseburger Day, brothers.
Is
Where
it?
should I get a cheeseburger today?
They have great
If you could have a
cheeseburgers in Mexico.
cheeseburger from anywhere in America, where would you get it from? I'm asking the real questions here.
Melt in Loudon, Virginia. I think it's Leesburg, Virginia. That's where I went to jail, actually. And the only reason that I had to be up there was back and forth to court, and when I checked into jail, and when I checked out. And every time I go to Leesburg, the whole place is evil. I wish I'd get hit with a nuke. Not really. I'd be sad if that happened. But Melt, probably the best burger in the United States. One of them. And they tell you about it. They're in Leesburg. There ain't much going on. But the hamburger's really good. What about you? What was a favorite burger before I ask you your channel again?
I go with In-N-Out.
In-N-Out's pretty good. I like Whataburger too. If we're talking about major chains, Whataburger's pretty good. I like Wendy's. I still like Wendy's.
Wendy's
Nuts. Yeah. Carl's Jr. is pretty good. They have a Carl's Jr. Here in Merida, several of them. And they just opened a Wendy's about a year ago too.
Let me ask you about that.
Sure.
How much are hotels in Mexico?
Extremely cheap. Unless you're like at a 5-star resort with what is it called? All included and all that shit. Yeah, dude, you can rent a hotel room in Merida, which there's about 1.5 million people around here for $40 to $70 a night.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about just like getting out of this place, and I think Mexico would be a good.
Do you have a passport?
Yeah, I do.
Sick. You know, I don't even bother asking most people anymore or throwing in, hey, maybe stop by Mexico, because like 8 out of 10 people or more don't even have a passport, and it takes like 6 weeks to get them. So
yeah,
if you're not leaving the country, there's not much reason to get them. But yeah, dude, you should come by Mexico or Mexico City. I can fly to Mexico City pretty easily. It's like, I don't know, $100 or less, hour and a half flight. So Mexico City, Cancun. There's plenty of things to do in Mexico. I'll tell you that. A lot of different things and cultural stuff. So.
I feel like I could just walk up to any girl and say bonita, bonita, and that's
muy
like,
bonita, muy rica.
That's where the content starts, you know.
Muy rica, señorita. Yeah, dude, you. I don't know. I've been trying to tell people. You could, yeah. If you were trying to chase senoritas, it would go pretty well.
Not like that. Just for content,
I mean, just
for the show. It'd be nice to watch, entertaining.
Yeah, see, he's too wholesome. I'm thinking about.
I know where you're going with that.
I'm thinking about taking it back to the hotel that he just mentioned. I got my room in here. And I'm planning something else. But it's good that he's on a different path, and you can tell. Woozuh, you seem like, I won't say different. It's the same guy, but like you got a like enhanced presence about you, and the haircut is definitely working. And like I don't know, you seem like you're doing great, really.
Thank you.
And it's good to talk to you. And I'm trying to think. The Kick channel. Did you say it?
Kick channel. Kick.com/Woozuh. I'll type it in the chat. Can I put links in chat?
Sure.
I'll just put it in the chat. I'm trying to reach some followers here. You know the grind.
Yes. I'm back on the grind again.
Woozuh. I'm out here.
We
IRL
out here.
every day streaming. Catch me live. Come hang out.
We love Kick. They've only had me banned for about a year here. I saw they banned LOLs recently. Anyway, don't worry about that. Kick's great if they let you stream it. But yeah, for IRL, it's probably, if you can get on Kick, it's better to be on there.
I'm verified. I'm trying to get 1,000 followers.
Yeah, go follow Woozuh. I'll follow you on my sham account because they got my other one. Maybe they have reinstated me before, so we'll see. But man, I appreciate you taking this. I felt like this is a great conversation. I had a lot of fun talking to you.
All right.
I'm glad things are working out well. It sounds like the mission, well, other than a few difficulties that we talked about, was really beneficial. And the Charlie Kirk story I had no idea it went back that far. And glad nothing happened to you there. Glad you're safe. And say anything else you want to say here at the end, brother. I appreciate it.
That's all. Kick.
Salute.
Love you.
Salute.
Thanks for having me,
man.
man.
Take it easy and be safe.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Woozuh here live on the Killstream.
Thank you for watching this clip by Colonel J. This is the King of Bull here. Remember to like and subscribe. Juice!